What the heck is Michael Savage doing talking about false flag events and he doesn't want to bring up 9/11? It's crazy. Donald Trump, unbelievable. He doesn't want to talk about how those buildings turned into dust? Alex, what do we got to do to blow this movement up? We got to go for the top. Let's go for the president. I'm the biggest TV star in the land. None of these suckers will debate me on media. Let's go right for Obama. All right, I got my press agents here. I'll talk at you. You 2.5 men, you 2 men, Lucas, Cappy, I want to sit down with President Obama. I've talked to all the Wall Street hotshots, and you know what they tell me? Money talks, never sleeps, and I should stop the chase of this shadow conspiracy. I swear, these yuppies are like loose women chasing major league ball players. A platoon of media figures know it was a false flag event, but it's just spin city, day in, day out. Use this script, call your people, and get me an interview.
Sure thing, boss.
Let's give them something to talk about.
You got it, boss.
Obama? Yeah, right. Sheesh.
Go ahead, Hotshot. Let me see what you can do.
All right, watch this.
All right.
Yeah, hi. This is Cappy Weinberger. I'm calling for Charlie Sheen. Yeah, ma'am, Charlie would like an interview with President Obama. Yeah, he wants to talk about 9/11. I really wish that were the case, ma'am. Is the president aware of the recent stunning revelations that 60% of the 9/11 commissioners have publicly stated that the government agreed not to tell the truth about 9/11 and that the Pentagon was engaged in deliberate deception about their response to the attack? She hung up on me.
Oh, she did she? Beautiful.
Well, so you go.
All right. Voicemail.
Slick.
Good morning, Mr. President. This is Lucas George. I'm calling on behalf of Charlie Sheen. We have tried to arrange an interview with you in the issue of 9/11. Are you aware, sir, that the number of days it took to begin the investigation into JFK's assassination? 17 days exact, sir. Are you aware, sir, how long it took to begin the investigation into Pearl Harbor? It took, sir, approximately 11 days. Are you aware, Mr. President, how long it took to begin the investigation into 9/11? Sir, it took a very, very long time, sir. It took 444 days. Roughly 14 months. Does it bother you, Mr. President, that it only took 5 hours after the initial attack for Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld to recommend and endorse a full-scale offensive against Iraq? Sir, you ran on a platform of change, and we fully expect that you will live up to your promise. Please investigate 9/11 and give Mr. Sheen an interview. Thank you, sir. Well, you know, we give it our best shot. I don't know if that's going to work, though.
Yeah. You know, everybody saw those fake tapes and they believed them.
Why wouldn't they? It's a lot safer.
You know what Jezebel at the White House is thinking right now? She was like, you know, thinking, well, what you're saying is not plausible. Somebody would have talked. You know how many people did the A-bomb? It was like 4,000 people. Nobody talked.
How long did it take for people to talk also with USS Liberty in 1967?
Yeah.
These guys were victims. They didn't talk.
You know, people say, look, I'm a good person. I'm an American. These are Americans. They'd never do something like that to us.
I think
right.
that's the jump. I think that's the problem. I think people are afraid to believe that the government can do something like that in plain sight. That's the real jump.
Yeah, and if they looked at it, then they'd have to do something.
But you know what happens, Cappy? It takes time, but I think it will come.
Charlie ain't gonna get this interview.
I doubt it. I don't think Mr. President's going to put his neck on the line for anything like that.
I mean, how are we going to break through?
To me, I think a movement has to find ways to express itself in a collective manner. And right now, I feel like we're bunched up, bunch of little groupings.
Well, we don't have the media. It's all locked up. They won't talk about it.
The media is all sold. It's bought and sold for. It's all gone.
What would Che Guevara do?
Che Guevara? Che. Comandante.
Delicious.
We have a problem. We have a revolutionary movement. It's just not getting across.
Yeah. Maybe he can help.
I don't know what you think.
The media will never cover a movement that threatens the ruling class because they are owned by the ruling class. Messages must emerge through unconventional methods.
Yeah. How do we get Obama to meet with Charlie?
Nothing changes an environment like a virus, and a virus's mission is to make as many copies of itself as possible. A virus leaves instructions as to how to copy itself into an environment. That's how it spreads.
So how do we get Charlie's interview to spread?
So how do you make a virus out of Charlie's interview with the president? Simple. Step 1, ask a friend or a family member for a huge favor. When they ask what it is, tell them that you need help reading Charlie Sheen's new script, 20 Minutes with the President. Everyone is fascinated with Hollywood. They'll love it. Now you have their permission. Now, read the interview with them. More personal this way. It lets them stumble upon the evidence rather than you telling them about it. Remember Gitomer's law. People don't like to be sold, but they love to buy. It's guaranteed that once they've read it and stumble upon the evidence, they will dig it, and many more people will dig it. Last step, repeat with someone else. Easy to execute, you'll reach that tipping point and the myth will fall.